Hello everybody and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we're gonna take a quick look to new fly-by-wire Flypad new update, and also we will make together a Simbrief flight plan. So take a better seat and let's fly. And here we are in the Simbrief website. Let's make a new flight, and also I will put this website address in the description below. And here we will need to put some info. So the airline will be BTB, flight number 129. We will take off from EVRA, it's a RIGA, and we will fly to EVLA, it's Liepaja airport. And also I will change the date. And also the time I will set to the evening, some 9 o'clock and some more minutes. And also in the simulator I will set that time. I think the weather will be the same as the yesterday. And I am choosing my airplane for today's flight. And here you can choose your cost index number. You can choose the number whatever you want, but I will leave it to auto. And that's all for this section. So moving to the next. It's for the airport runways, so you can choose which runway do you want to land or take off. I will change this runway to 24 because I know there is an ILS landing for that runway. Here you can choose the passenger number, also the fuel, baggage, and also that. So, and here down we have a routing. And here is a map. You can see the weather. There is a little bit of rain. It's yesterday's weather. And we are going to top, and let's generate this flight plan. And our paperwork are ready to go. So here's that same map. And down here is a paperwork. But all that info will be automatically synchronized with the new tablet in the plane. So we don't need to remember these numbers. And also here is the winds and vertical profile. So going to next. And before all, I must say that you need to download this development mode because the new update is in there. And no worries, everything are working smooth and good. And also I will put this fly-by-wire download page in the description below. And so we are back to the plane. Let's turn on our batteries. We will make today it very fast. The external power is on. Let's turn on the lighting also. And also the seat belt coming alive, and no smoking signs, crew supply, cabin and purser, and also our others. And now we can move on to the tablet and see what's new there. So you already can see there's a new page. There we will choose from the Simbrief. And it's automatically copy information from Simbrief to the tablet. Here's all info about the airports. You can also put manually what airport do you want to see, but I will leave it to the RIGA airport, and there's all info about that. And the next page is the Simbrief paperwork. also the fuel and everything what we saw in the Simbrief website. So here we are make a connection to the ground. You can also open all doors and also like that. Here is a pushback system. And the next page is the fuel. Also the fuel, you can put the info manually. Just write with the notepad or just press this button and it's copy the info from the Simbrief and let's fuel. And moving to the next page where there are passengers, you can take info from the Simbrief and then write it manually with the notepad. Or you can make a single seating with the mouse. Just press to the seat and that's it. Or you can press this big button and it will automatically synchronize the info from the Simbrief. And then just press start and everything are going on. And up here we have info about the baggage, but in today's flight we don't have any baggages, so there is nothing. And so it looks we are fully fueled, so let's move on to the pushback system and connect it. And we can continue also with the airplane start, so just turn on the first fuel pump, which is the left one, and also APU. Now let's move downstairs to the MCDU and let's put here some info. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. And let's move forward to the init page and press that request button and it's automatically synchronized with the Simbrief and all that info that we need is in here. And let's put some info about the takeoff performance. So we need the flaps 2 and trim will be 1.0. Flex 45 grades. And before we are confirmed that takeoff speeds, we need to write info about the fuel. So in the fuel page we are confirming and now we can put the takeoff speeds. Great, everything are looking good for now. Let's make a trim. And it's not unfortunately coming up, and I think there will need to be an engines on. Zero problem. Okay, we need APU and APU are running. It's looking good. So let's moving forward and kill the external power and also the fuel pumps comes on. But I think I forgot about departure and arrival. Let's take a quick look about that. I think I didn't choose that runways. Yes, I didn't choose that. So for the departure we will have a runway 36. And here is a Vale 5. I will choose something similar to that. Vale 3G. I think it will be okay. That's for departure, and arrival will be ILS 24. No seats, no stars. And it's looking good. Let's take a quick look about the plan. Maybe here is some discontinuity. And here we have one. And everything are looking good till the end. And so let's set the flight level, which is 140. I will set to the maximum automatically because the trip will be short and I'm not using a dispatch system, so that will be okay. And we need a QNH, and for today it's a 1015. So everything are looking great and good, and I think we can prefer a pushback. Just to take a quick look outside, and here is a fuel tank. Why is he here? Oh, I remember. I'm chosen two different systems for the refueling, and one of those need to wait until the fuel tank arrives here, but we don't need any more that. So cancel it, and let's call for the pushback. And also close all the doors and cancel the external power car. We don't need any more that. What are you doing? That car is still here. What is this? Okay, now doors are closing and that car are not moving. Okay, maybe just turn on a beacon light. Oh, now it's off. Yes, now it's off. So let's call for the tug. Beacon lights comes on.
Flight attendant.
And where is the pushback car? He's writing the tug is here, but I don't see anything.
Once again, we'd like to welcome you on board. Your safety is our top priority, so we...
There's nothing.
Fasten your seatbelt, insert the flat metal edge into the buckle.
Okay, that's not a big deal. We will see that car the next time, so let's start the pushback and no worries about that. So parking brake coming off and let's push back. And also the engine number 1 coming live. Also turning off the cabin lights. We don't need that anymore. Where is that button? Here it is. Oh yeah. And just make a slight turn to the left. And for those who have pedals, you can also steer with your pedals. And also who don't have pedals, you can also steer with your numpad, like me, with a 0 and enter. And also here you can see in the map where is the taxiway, and you can control everything from here. You don't need to look at outside for the pushback. So let's stop it and turn on the engine number 2. So let's turn on also the TCAS, also the weather displays. Unfortunately it's not working or it's inoperative, but for the airplane system to be happy I will turn it on, because it's writing several errors about that if you don't turn it on. Let's also turn on our lights, wing light and taxi light. The other lights will come on when we will reach the runway. So let's here looking for the trim, set it to 1.0, now we can do it. Flaps to 2 and speed brake set, and turning off the APU, and we are ready to go. And yes, of course, remember to release the parking brake, then everything will be okay. So we are lined up. Let's turn on our lights, landing lights to on, taxi to take off, runway also. Here takeoff configuration looking good, and brakes to the max. Announcements. And everything are looking great and good, so let's take off. I think we forgot to input the flex temperature. Okay, I will go to manual toggle and I think it will be okay. Positive climb, you're up. And also autopilot on. And we are now making a slight left turn over the RIGA, and then we will see the Jurmala and we will go straight forward to the Liepaja. Our altitude for now is 3000 until the next checkpoint, and then we will climb to the flight level 140. So we are almost there, so the plane will reach the cruise altitude. And we have reached 10,000, so we can turn off our lights. And also QNH comes to standard. As I already said, this will be a short trip, so we just need to reach the valid checkpoint and then we will start a descent procedure. So we are reached the valid. Now we are start to descend to 2,500 feet. So set the altitude, and we will make ILS landing. So I will wait until we reach 1,000 feet, and then I will turn off the autopilot and safely. I hope safely I will make a landing. So let's put now some info in MCDU for the landing. So next phase. QNH
From the
will
flight deck, ladies and
be
gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of and prepare for off-road. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate.
Temperature will
Flight
be
attendants, please prepare for
23
right.
grades. Winds 4 knots to 90. So 90 grade to 4. And the radio will be 200. And that's it for this one. There's a pretty dark outside, so maybe it's time to turn on our lights. And so, while we are flying, we can make a quick look in the Flypad. What else we have here? We have our charts, maintenance, if we have some damage. Here we have a checklist for everything we need for the approach, landing, and everything like that. Also we have a calculator for top of descent to calculate, and also for the landing. I never used this calculator, so I don't know how it works. Maybe I will check it out and make a next video about that. But yes, here we have a calculator. Also we have a Navigraph. You can connect to your Navigraph profile, air traffic control, also checklist, and this I don't know what is this. Here you can auto start the airplane or something like that. And here is the options, settings for the AVTab or Flytab. AVTab is in the Zibo, I think. AVTab, yeah. Here you can adjust your brightness. I will make it to auto, and yes, it's pretty interesting. And we are almost there, so let's turn on the localizer and also set the flaps to 1. The glide slope are almost captured, so let's drop down the landing gear.
2,500.
So set on the approach mode. So let's use that checklist for the approach. Baro is set, seatbelt set. This is for the minimum. Auto brake looks set. So check it out. And engine mode selected. Checklist completed. And now we just wait until 1000 and then I will turn off the autopilot and manually land the plane. Everything are looking good. So we need to check the cabin. So let's call for all. And everything are green. Everything are okay. And check it's done. Landing checklist completed. And also I will turn on the APU. And we are almost reached the 1000. So I will be ready to take control of the plane. And 1000.
1,000.
My airplane. The winds are calm today, so I am no worries about the landing. Everything are okay, flaps are full. Landing gear brakes are set to medium. Everything looking great and good. So let's make a smooth landing.
500. 400.
I think we are a little bit too much to left. Let's correct it.
300. 100 above.
We are going to land.
200. 100.
There's no puppy light, so it's
50,
a little bit
30,
harder to land,
20,
but it's okay.
10, 5.
Looks, everything are okay. We are alive. Let's turn on the brake fan. And we need to find where is the exit from the runway. This is a small airport and there's not much of lights, so it's difficult to find that taxiway. But on the right side we will see that road. And then we will make a turn. So let's clear the airplane while we are driving. Somewhere here are that road on the right side, so I think it's after this light. Yes, here it is, and let's make a right turn and then continue straight. So let's kill the lights and keep move forward until we will see something like a parking zone for the plane. The last time I've been here was in X-plane 11, but it was a long time ago. So the brake fan also comes off, and just wait. And that building on the left hand side is an actual airport building. So this is very small airport. But still they are flying Air Baltica airplanes, and there's a Air Baltica training center. So the things are moving here in the real life. And here is a parking zone. So let's make a turn here and set the parking brake. And so let's clear the airplane, switch off the things that we don't need anymore, double check parking brake, and we need to connect to external power. And where was that? I think it was there, but they are not showing anything. Okay, let's make an APU connection and kill the engines. And also the lights. Just wait until this. Yep. Kill all the lights. Also the seatbelt signs and smoking sign. It's crushed. At the end it's crushed. Okay. No, it's not showing us anything. No doors, no fuel, no something like that. And there I can't connect to external power also. It's a brightness. No, it's dead. Maybe we need to check out this. Nope, also maybe turn off the fuel pumps. Nope, we don't have external power. Okay, not a big deal. Yes, it's not showing us anything. Okay, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, here's a fire truck also here. Thank you for watching and see you next time.